Hi there, everyone. This is Dave Dubeau with this week's episode of Canadian Profits TV. For our business breakthrough, I'm going to share with you the #1 secret to business success. For our real estate tips, I'm going to share with you the first book that really got me on the track of creative real estate investing and who my guru was for quite a while. And for a mindset minute, I'm going to show you why we all judge a book by its cover. Stay tuned. Okay, for our business breakthrough, my mentor Dan Kennedy has a saying. He says, the #1 key to business success is the ability to solve a never-ending series of problems. It's the truth. In business, it's just one problem after another problem after another problem after another. If you're easily overwhelmed, if you can't handle problems, you can't handle business or being self-employed. That's what it's all about. So, you need to be a very, very good problem solver. And the other tip, the super success tip, is again looking at those problems and seeing how can they be turned into opportunities. How can you turn lemons into lemonade, as they say with a common phrase, right? So it's not only dealing with the problems and solving the problems as they come along, but it's also looking for opportunities within those problems to create a new product, a new service, something that you can save money on with your company, a way of reducing your costs, reducing your expenses, what have you. So if you're in business for yourself, or if you're a real estate investor, you know this already. It's nothing but problems over and over and over again. That's part of the fun of the whole thing, is solving those problems. But next time you come up against a big problem, when you solve it, don't just solve it. Look at how you can possibly turn that into an opportunity. That's your business breakthrough for this week. Okay, so for this week's real estate tip, somebody once asked me, hey Dave, how did you get started with the whole creative real estate investing thing in the first place? Because my first claim to fame when I was doing real estate was my 18 flips in 18 months, which I did with pretty much all of them with no money down and getting people to contact me, motivated sellers to contact me. Well, my first guru when it came to that was none other than our American friend, Ron LeGrand, and his book, Fast Cash with Quick Turn Real Estate. And I don't even know if this is still in print or not. You can check it out on eBay or Amazon or whatever. Try and get yourself a copy of this. But it's got some very, very cool, creative ideas. They don't all work here in Canada, short sales and that sort of thing. However, a lot of it does if you tweak it, if you Canadianize it like I did. So, great resource if you're interested in creative real estate investing, no money down type things. Does no money down in Canada work? Yes, it does. Is it easy? No, it isn't. Is it easy to come up with these deals? No, it isn't, but it can be done. And this gentleman has definitely done a lot of it. I've used his advice, Canadianized it, and made it work for us here in Canada. So check it out. Fast Cash with Quick Turn Real Estate Investing, Ron LeGrand. And that's your real estate tip for this week. Okay, so for this week's Mindset Minute, I want to talk a little bit about personal appearance, how we're dressed, how we present ourselves. Now, we've all heard the saying, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Well, I hate to tell you this, but we all judge books by its cover. We all judge books by their covers. It's just human nature. We can't help it. And when you've only got 3 to 5 seconds to make a first impression, how can you not be judged by your appearance? So, I know for myself, I don't always dress in a suit and a tie, but if I'm going to be doing a presentation or something like that, something important, I certainly do. Always try and look professional when I'm here at work. I don't slough off and just have shorts and t-shirts and that sort of thing, because you never know where you're going to have a chance to make that first impression. So Robert Herjavec was talking about that in his book Driven, which I've recently finished. Very, very good book. And he actually talks about in his early days, he worked for a clothing store, Harry Ross in Clothing. And that's where he really got his sense of style and learned how to dress properly. If you notice him on the Dragon's Den, on Shark Tank, he's one of the best dressed people there. And he talks a lot about why it's so important. And again, we can't help but judge a book by its cover. So if you don't want to be misjudged right off the bat, it's important that you understand that and you dress the part. This has been proven over and over and over again by Darren Weeks at his How to Get Rich in Canada events. Quite often he'll get 2 people up on the stage, one person who's dressed very, very casually, another person who's dressed like a professional. He'll have them stand side by side, and he'll ask the audience, who would you invest with? And invariably, the better dressed person is the one that people would dress with, whether or not that person has more experience, more knowledge, more money or not. It doesn't seem to matter. So again, that first impression is very important. You do have to dress for success. That's your Mindset Minute for this week. All right, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Canadian Profits TV. We had a fantastic webinar, an online presentation with our friend Chris Nelson on Tuesday. It was called Your Combination to Canada's Free Money Vault. If you didn't have a chance to watch that, you can check out the replay at CanadianProfitsWebinar.ca. Again, that's CanadianProfitsWebinar.ca. Now, I'm heading out this week to Edmonton for the upcoming Fast Track Super Conference. Not sure if there are any seats left or not, but you can check that out at fasttracksuperconference.com. Really looking forward to seeing a lot of Canadian Profits members out there and learning from Robert Kiyosaki live and the other group of fantastic speakers. Have a great week. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.